Yes, people, welcome to Never a Foul. If you've never been here before, then make sure you subscribe because you might like the content and you might forget a little bit later. But also like the video because it's super important. It does world wonders for any YouTuber or anyone that does content, whichever platform you're on. We got a little bit of transfer news that came up last night, and we got a couple departures that are happening too. I was just on Sai's channel, so sorry for the lateness. That's on me on that part. So big up if you did watch me there and you have got a bit of patience. But yeah, man, look, we've got Man United backing for Ederson as well, which a bid has been rejected. Alfredo Pedula was the one that broke that news. Apparently a 50 million euro bid got rejected last night, meaning they might be looking at other options other than UGARTE or on top of UGARTE, which we'll talk about. There's rumors that there could be an UGARTE, here we go, later today, if not Friday. Arsenal, all of a sudden, with some sort of 50 million pound or euro bid plus Kivior for Lookman. Now that is a signing that you'd be looking at on the left-hand side and thinking, you know what, they mean business. He's a very, very good player. Cancelo looks like he's going to be going to somewhere over in Saudi Arabia. 32 million upfront money for Man City. Really good sell if that's the case when it looked all down and out where Cancelo is going to earn a lot of money. I believe 70 million over the course of 3 seasons, which is nuts. And then obviously OSIMHEN looks like it's going to get sped up after Lukaku deal gets done. We'll talk about it. But yeah, man, look, make sure you smash the likes. George is going to be here. Don's going to be here as well within due time. Obviously, them lot got work, so making time to make sure they come on Never a Foul is what it is, man. But what you, man, saying? All of a sudden, we went from a dead day to a nice little day. You know what I'm saying? We got Chelsea conference qualifiers, however you want to label it as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna see if I can make myself some money off that game. You know, I'm not gonna...
Yeah, man.
You know, I'm good. I can't lie, man. I think I went. What was it this morning when I woke up, or maybe just before I went bed? I was seeing Arsenal looking to sign Lookman, and I was like, whoa, that one kind of caught me for 6. I won't lie, man, because the whole transfer window just been speaking about other names, and I didn't even realize that he was available. But he's got Prem experience. He's done his thing against he's done his thing in Serie A, you know, with Atlanta. I'm pretty sure he did his thing against Monster's team. So
what is going on to Monster's team, man? Bobby Clark, another one gone. I'm seeing Ben Doak about to be gone. I'm seeing Bajetic, the guy that will tell him he's going to be the next Xavi, about to be gone. And you man ain't even trying to replace them. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, bro? Chat to me once, man. It's just one thing after another of you Anfield boys, ain't it? One thing after another of you Scouse boys, ain't it?
Right,
anyway, love, man. Hooks, we
don't even ask me how I am. Don't even ask me how my day is, fam.
Yeah, I just came on the smoking. I came on mini smoke, but I was just being a bit cheeky in it.
Ooh, big bomber. Kieran Trippier wants to leave Newcastle United before summer. Man. Everton among suitors. Ornstein just tweeted it, bro.
What, their captain, yeah? Oh, the old captain.
Yeah, I put this guy in my FPL like a twat. I forgot that they're trying to get rid of him.
Wait, your FPL, Don.
You know who came in for him, bruv. You know who came in for him? You know who came in for him? Vice.
Oh, Don, I'll be honest. This is why you're there. I'm at the top and you're at the bottom right now, bro.
No, don't worry, man. Listen, last year, man started like near the bottom. I finished top 5 all my leagues, bro. It's calm. We move.
You know what it is though? You know what though? The Trippier to Everton, like he might, because remember, Ashley Young got a red card, and I don't know what's happened to the other right back. If they've even got a decent one, but you know that whipping from Trippier to Calvert-Lewin might be cash money, you know. So they don't afford that. Well, Beto, them man, they whipping a lot of crosses. Long ball
is a horrid football.
I'm just saying that long ball FC might suit someone like Trippier, innit?
He looked alright at the beginning though, when he came, that Beto guy.
Yeah, but he made it. Who's it against? That League 1 or 2 side when he in the cup where he looked okay. Like, of course he's gonna bully them. Bristol, something Rovers. I don't know. Right. They wear red and white.
Beto.
Big man, I want to talk about that though. Like, what's going on? What's going on with all these players you lot are getting rid of, though? Because you lot ain't looking to bring anyone in. What's going on?
Well, Van den Berg's just about to go to Brentford for 25 mil. That's quite a good sell.
We're talking about me at Liverpool.
All summer, all I saw on the Athletic, yeah, was Liverpool are looking to develop their young talent. Yeah, Liverpool are not in a rush. Liverpool are going to wait for Slot to review the team. And now I'm seeing you lot getting rid of all the talent that you're saying you're going to develop. And you're still not looking to bring anyone in. So you're weakening the squad.
No, well, Bicep is going on loan. For one, that's not permanent. It's going on loan. Bobby Clark, was he ever going to play? Not really. Still a good youngster, in my opinion, but one of them ones. And who's the other ones that you mentioned? Doak. I thought that should be a loan move. If it's permanent, I'll be surprised, but should be a loan move. And then we still got other youngsters there. I feel like people are forgetting that Jurgen Klopp's vision and Arne Slot's vision are not the same. So if Arne Slot wants to get rid of a certain amount of youngsters, then so be it. We literally just spoke about, well, you've spoken about your manager being ruthless and how you like how he's being ruthless and how the casuals that want certain players to stay need to sit over there. I look at it a similar way. If a manager wants to be ruthless and make his own decisions, then so be it. But die on those hill with those decisions and make sure you don't suffer going forward and make sure you stand on business. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we made about 70 to 75 million pounds in sales. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether we know where that money is going is a different question, but we have made our bread out of sales that you probably wouldn't think we'd get. And I think it's as simple as that. Do you know what I'm saying? I do like the likes of Doak. I do like Bicep, but Bicep, like Fofana, he's barely played, bro. Man's barely played for like a year and a half. So even when he's come back from pre-season, for me, he doesn't look like the same player. He looks like he's still getting used to his body. Man is like 4 inches taller. Man's gone from like 5'8" to 6'2". So he's still got to get, like, for me, he's not going to be as before he was mad streamlined, mad corner half turn, very sharp.
He reminded me of Gilmore.
Yeah, that type of player. Now he's probably going to have to get used to a stockier frame. Like, if he maybe, you know what I'm saying, he needs to get used to the fact that he's not going to turn as he's not as agile. Yeah, bro, he's 6'2" now. Man grew that 4 inches.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Crazy, bro.
That's crazy,
bro.
That's like Lavio's growing. He's still growing now as well, bro.
I remember, bro. My previous memories of Bicep was when he was like 5'7", 5'8". You know what I'm saying? Bare streamline, bare proper Marga.
Gilmore would have been a good signing for you, you know. If you lot ain't trying to cash out like that.
Really?
He could do what Slot wants to do. He's got Napoli now.
I like Gilmore. I've liked Gilmore. I think his move to was it Norwich? I think that was a good move for him for his development. And then obviously going to Brighton after that. But obviously they had like Dahoud and guys like that ahead of him, so probably wouldn't have worked.
He was playing a lot with De Zerbi, bro. After
he did, yeah. But then he lost his place, no? But he lost. Did he get injured or did he lose his place?
No idea.
No, I think initially he wasn't playing. Then he got into the team.
But yeah, no. But my point is, yeah. Even but yeah, and Bobby Clark for me, he's a decent player. But again, with that one, it's kind of like
he was never going to get in anyways.
Yeah, he wasn't going to get in the starting 11, and if I think it would have taken an injury for him to break into the team, and it's more of the Harry Wilson thing with Bobby Clark. And I think Harry Wilson was actually better than him. People know Harry Wilson was better than Bobby Clark. Harry Wilson is actually playing like a Fulham player. Like, man actually plays in the Premier League. You see it? So yeah, man, we made the money from ourselves, but this is what Slot's doing. He wants to be ruthless with some of the youth. Klopp wouldn't have been ruthless. Klopp is more of a family man, let's say. You know what I'm saying? So
he's like Poch.
Yeah, like maybe this is what Liverpool need, or maybe this isn't what Liverpool need. Remember, as you said, some of all these guys know is Klopp ball. So it might be hard to take for some of these players, and that might lead to an exit for next season. But we don't know that yet. It's still very early. And as I said, I'd still have liked to, if we're making 75 in profit, I'd like to see something go the other way in it. I'd like to see something, but at the end of the day, I've kind of conceded to the fact that we're not going to improve and we're going to stick with the group that we've got. Is that
you don't think there's a surprise around the corner?
I think there could be, but I think it would be a centre back, because if Joe Gomez is going to go, and Sepp van der Berg's gone, by the way, and Paul Joyce or Ian Doyle, one of them said that if we lose either Joe Gomez or Sepp van der Berg, they will be looking for a replacement, because ideally Joe Gomez he's cover for other positions, leaving us with only 3 centre backs. Is that good enough? Does that sound good enough for you lot? No. one injury and we're in trouble. And Konate is not exactly fitness god, is he? You know what I'm saying? He's not exactly the fittest defender in the world when it comes to not getting injured. So yeah, it'll probably just be another centre back, which is fine. But you know where I want.
Can Mamardashvili play centre back?
No, of course not.
That signing, yeah,
he's going back on loan. That's not a bad signing, by the way.
Alisson's leaving in it. That confirms Alisson's leaving in it.
Yeah, probably.
That's what it says to me that Alisson's gone next year.
But Kelleher looks like he
one more year, man.
Kelleher looks like he could be
last year. In this last year, he might even start letting goals in this time around. You know what I'm saying?
You might hope so. But to be fair, Kelleher, there's a rumor that Kelleher might be leaving as well. So
maybe, yeah, that's true.
Everyone getting white flat, bro. You know that meme of Will Smith?
No, because Kelleher wants to be the number one. But he said if he's not number one, Kelleher said if he's not number one next season, then there could be some.
Hey, Hooks, you know that video of Will Smith when he comes back Bel Air, bro, but he's looking around the yard
and there's nothing in the yard, nothing in the yard, blood.
Every second I just see Bomba is leaving. No incomings. Everyone just leaving the place, bro. Leaving the yard,
man.
You know that one.
It's a bit worrying. It's a bit scary. I personally, if these many men were leaving my club, I'd be kind of concerned. I can't lie, because especially if like there wasn't even like a one or two. However good they are, like they don't necessarily need to be like S class, but like just a one or two man.
No first team players have left yet, bro. We're talking about.
But
well, two have.
We're talking about Thiago and thing.
Thiago and
that's
yeah, but that was but come on, you know what, actually.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with what they're doing. They're sending youngsters, something that Chelsea get praised for. So they get a man that's just not there. I mean, if they got rid of Bajetic, I think that's a howler.
This is
massive howler.
But it's a bit different.
Oh, is it a loan? I think he deserves that loan. He needs a year of ball, innit? He needs a year.
Where's he gonna go? Where's he gonna go?
Get rid of youngsters and they're bringing in.
It will get somewhere. It will get somewhere. It will go somewhere good, I reckon. Somewhere maybe even over in Spain. I reckon he's that sort of player. But yeah, man, look. 10 minutes in. Make sure you smash the like button. You can see everyone's channels in their name tabs below them, whether it's Halftime Hooks, whether it's Don CFC or Big Six Bands. Big up for the 25k, by the way, for everyone that has subscribed. You know, quarter mile mark of the 100k. You know, so we need another 75. You know what I'm saying? So we'll big up to anyone that's passed their GCSEs and all that. I think they got their results today. So your lives might be ahead of you. You don't know. If you haven't passed anything or anything that you thought you might have, don't worry. It's not the end of the world. Trust me. There's a lot of options. Don't be too disheartened. Just don't be thick as shit next time. But big up IB. It says City looking at Davies after selling Cancelo.
Impossible. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, bro. Yeah, that guy is like a Robertson in build up, bro. Like a Ben Chilwell in build up, like a Kyle Walker in build up. Yeah. Did you not see what was going on when they played Arsenal, bro? Yeah, and Neuer's just giving him some nice little lofted balls. He's struggling to even bring it down. There's no way Man City are bringing in Davies. Impossible.
Yeah, I personally, I don't see it. But the way they play with Vardy,
overrated, bro. It's honestly,
but you know what it is the way they play with Vardy. Sometimes is like I can see Ben Davies doing it unless he was trying to do an inverted thing, which don't make sense. But imagine just a left back.
Wait, didn't he mean?
No,
Davies?
sorry, no Davies. No, sorry, Alfonso. Sorry.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Ben Davies.
If it's Alfonso Davies doing that line run while Doku or Savine, who's doing that madness in the back? Someone got a madness in the background. Is it just me?
You hear that as well.
What? It's Hooks. I don't know what the hell that was.
No, that's not me, man.
I'm telling you now, it sounded like water or something like that. But anyways, bro,
who is airbending in the background?
Yeah, who is that?
Jules done something. As soon as he came, bro, he started mashing up.
Do you know what? It might be my windows.
Yeah, but you ain't got your mic on. There you go.
It was Jules, bro.
Yeah, my bad. I was thinking like Hooks is in like literally the middle. I don't know, man. He's in a panic room or something.
No, it's not me, man.
But yeah,
I had my windows open.
I was just saying, anyways. I think if Alfonso Davies was let's say that was the replacement, since he does want out of Bayern, anyways, that Vardy thing that happens, obviously, whether it's Doku or Savinho, whatever, doing the cutting kind of situation, it kind of makes sense to me, innit? It's just an option. Not saying Vardy will get benched unless Vardy was looked at as a centre back option for this year coming. But I don't see that how that happens. But we'll see in it. I don't see. From what I read up, anyways, or being told, is that they're just looking at a striker option, and of course the midfield option, which has been solved now with Gundogan, and that's it. Nothing more to it. I don't think they do any more business. That's the end of the sea. Oh, George, I've got news for you. You know what? Before we dive into like Arsenal, Man United, and obviously Osimhen and all that Lukaku stuff, I thought I'd update you about something about Tottenham. Hold that thought. Where is it? Jack Pittbrook works for the Athletic. He's the Spurs correspondent. He says Spurs recent signings Archie Gray and Lucas Bergvall. Where's he gone? No. Hold on. I'm gonna read it when he comes back. Yeah.
I don't want to hear that shit right now.
Oh man, you know what? Until he comes back, yeah. Let me shake. Oh wait, where's the playback thing, man? Let me know when he's by. He should be back in a sec. There's no chance I'm letting him get away with that one. If you haven't done so yet, please look. Right there is our playback. Do follow up. There's 800 of you in here. Beautiful people. If you've got playback as the app already, it's quick as just clicking, following, then you know when we're going to go live. Run it up, man. Road to 1,000 members. I know lots of you have got it. If you want to see more NAF content with me, everyone on the panels and more, of course, then go follow that up. Because we're going to be doing different kind of content that we don't really do on NAF. Stuff like instant reactions. We don't do it. Bringing in the community. We don't really do call-in shows and stuff like that, etc., etc. So playback actually offers us to do that on a better scale as well. You don't need a computer. It looks like you could do a lot through the phone. So yeah, man, please do that. But we might as well start with Lookman, man. Let's start with Lookman. I can't believe it. Come out of nowhere. But Arsenal actually in for a left winger. You know, you did say if Nketiah leaves, you will be getting a forward. So you have got something right for once, Hooks. Because that Marino deal, that video,
right? What are you talking about?
That video has been up,
Still there, innit?
For a minute.
I checked it this morning, you know. It's been there for 2 weeks. But hey, if it happens...
Oh, well, hold on.
And that was 2 weeks after it was agreed.
I'll do it after. Shall I do it after, Don? I'll send it to you as well. Shall I do it after? Shall I say it to George now?
No, say it now. I know you're about to say it.
Sorry. You're going to stay here, George, yeah? you staying here, George? Is it just me, or can he just...
No, do you know what it is? My connection's bugging, man. I got a new laptop, and the new laptop's just bugging.
Oh, okay, but you can hear me, though, yeah? Yeah, his connection's done out, man.
He's even got the pilot headset now. You about to take off?
Yeah. It's...
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It's a bit delayed still.
It's a bit delayed. It's delayed by 15 seconds. Anyways, let's just do the... Go on, man. Lookman, do you think this is be a good buy if you get him over the line? Because they're asking for a hefty price.
Yeah, no, I think it'll be a good buy, man. I think it'll be a good signing. Like he's left wing. I'm pretty sure he can play along the front three, both-footed, knows where the goal is. You know, it doesn't score the most amount of goals, but he knows how to put the ball in the back of the net. He's terrorized certain teams on this panel. My man over there.
He's terrorized me in person, bro. I played against this guy for County, bro.
I swear down. So what? Good signing for Arsenal, yeah?
Bro, good signing, man. I can't lie.
But you used to play County.
Say that again.
What part? District, you mean?
I played against him. I think he played for the same team as Joe Gomez, bro. Joe Gomez and Casey Palmer played for the same bar, innit?
Yeah, they must have been. Well, because that must be Lewisham. I was in Lewisham District, but I didn't remember. That must have been the year below. Because that's where he would have been under Lewisham Borough.
Yeah, they were my year. I remember Lookman because he made it quite late, bro. He was still at, where was it? Was it Wickham? I think he was. Then he went Charlton quite late, innit? But from that time, I could see this guy's gonna be serious, bro. I said, yo, this winger, you know when you're looking at a winger as a fullback sometimes, and you're like, yo, I don't want to come up against this guy, innit? He was just techie on the pitch, bro. Baller. But yeah, man, I think he'll be a good signing for Arsenal. I think he starts on their left, bro.
He's got 17 goals. 17 goals, 10 assists.
Yeah, bro. He can take on his man. He's got end products. Yep. He's good, very good player, bro.
Yeah,
both-footed. He doesn't run with his head down like Martinelli.
Yeah,
I think it'll be a good signing, bro.
Whoa. We was doing so well done. We don't need to fire shots at Arsenal.
It's true though. It's true. Lookman dribbles with his head up, bro. He looks up when he's dribbling. You know what I'm saying? Lookman's good, bro. Lookman's a good signing. Like, he's come to the Prem a couple of times. I remember when he went Everton, and he scored on his debut. Then he got loaned out after a year, back to Germany, I think it was. Then he came back. He went to Leicester. He's been to Fulham. It just hasn't really worked out in England, man. So let's see if Arsenal can make it his new home.
What team was it where he did that? Flop that mad penalty when he tried to do the Panenka and flop.
Oh yeah, that was for Fulham. Yeah, that was last minute. That was a last minute penalty as well, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Like that would be like that's a bit of a mentality thing, innit? Because I don't even know why he tried to do that there. But like, look, if he's been identified as a guy that can come in and do better than, because currently what we have at the moment on our left wing at Arsenal is Martinelli is like meant to be the guy that like runs at you and runs past you and is direct and causes that right back problems and has them exhausted and all that, but he's not really doing that. And then you got Trossard that's meant to be the impact sub that comes on and creates impact, but I don't like that. Like I want a guy that can come in and just from the beginning and cause problems from the beginning, and it looks like Lookman can do that. So yeah, man, I'm cool with a 45 to 50 million, and if we can get Kiwior off the books as well at the same time, bring down that wage bill a bit. Yeah, man. It's all positives for me, to be honest. He's got experience in England, experience in the Prem. There won't be too much issues with him meshing in with the squad and that. So
I think he's even an Arsenal fan, you know.
Yeah, there we go. There we go, man.
Man.
Need to start bringing.
Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that.
But he's Nigerian as well, isn't it?
Yeah, he's Nigerian.
Yeah, man. See, look. Because if maybe afterwards, maybe if we go get OSIMHEN, we could have a front Nigerian.
Now you're doing too much. Man.
The spirit of Nwankwo Kanu, bro, bringing it back, man. Let's go, man.
Wait, how old is he? How much you not being quoted for Lookman?
I think it was 50 million euros plus Kiwior. Well, that's what I don't know what they want, but that's what we.
I saw that. But is that from a proper source though? Like that news? Because I haven't seen it anywhere else though.
Well, who's that? With the Lookman?
The one I've seen the most for Lookman is him to PSG.
No, Alfredo Pedula said it last night.
Oh yeah,
and he's quite big on Italian transfer news. That's his bag, so that's why you can't really discredit that.
Like, don't let him reject you for PSG, you know. Because they're looking at him as well.
I see that, but they want something along the lines of like 65, 60 million for his services. Obviously, they apparently Arsenal offered like 50 million plus Kiwior because apparently they might need like a left centre back that can play the back three. He'd probably be comfortable as well, but I mean, Kiwior just being that sideman and all these deals and all this kind of stuff that you could add on. But Lookman, the only thing is I find is like he might just be one of those players that are just good abroad, away from England,
potentially. But look what he did in the Europa final, bro. Yeah, the Europa League final, and he's got the attributes to play in the Prem. It's all about mentality, innit? It's like this is the biggest move he's gonna have, basically. So it's like, will he be able to handle the pressure? Do you know what I'm saying? Will he be able to handle not starting games and things like that? Because right now he's one of the key players at Atalanta. You know,
he's at prime age. He's at a prime age at this moment of time, and he's had a couple good seasons. Actually, you know what? Even when he was at Leicester, he didn't actually do that bad. Like, it was a dying Leicester side. So you know, if anything's going to be now, it's probably now is the best time to probably showcase anything. And in an Arsenal team where they always got possession on the press, a bit like Atalanta, because they like to press as well. You know, he might suit the side. I mean, anyone's bet right now. It just tells me that Arsenal don't rate Martinelli because you're looking at these left wingers and you want these left wingers, and Trossard's just a better player regardless.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, it might be the end of Martinelli, man.
Martinelli's been smelly for a while. I mean, no, let's be honest. Don, we've said it. Us man have been on the Arsenal wingers for a while, probably for the whole of last season. And again, it's been identified. Martinelli's had one good season out of 4. Let's be honest now. Like, the target's on his back this season. If he doesn't have an outstanding year this year, he's gonna have to leave. Arsenal need to upgrade. Because
I don't think he needs to have an outstanding season. He just needs to contribute more than what he has last season. Like Martinelli, like
the way you guys.
I was hoping it wasn't that about more than last season, because actually, you know what? To be fair, his average is about 6 goals outside of the 15-goal season. So no, you're right. Actually, you're right, still.
Yeah, like, as long as
Bro,
he
even
gets
that season, I said that summer when Arsenal competed, yeah, when no one expected, yeah, I was like, bro, there's no guarantee that Martinelli, Saka, and that are going to replicate the same season. Yeah, obviously Saka's gone and done it, which is good, right? But he's more effective than Martinelli. Martinelli, there was never that guarantee, bro, because there was still things to his game that he had to learn. Last season, he had a few injuries, confidence and whatnot. But let's be real, Martinelli is very limited, bro. Very limited, bro. If he's not scoring goals and that, yeah, there's nothing else really that he's offering. Just apart from running, head down, running into blind alleys.
Well, aside from his defensive actions he's really good off like defending wise, tracking back, pressing, like all that stuff is good. But offensively, I would agree. Like I saw it in the last game that we played against Wolves, man. Like all he had to do was lift up his head and he would have seen
and drag it back to Declan Rice.
You know what he does? You know what he does? He does what Son does now. Like Son is in his old age, like the way he stand up plays, a bit afraid to take players on at time, very hesitant. Like he doesn't really want to do the cut in and shoot. Like he's not showing that ruthlessness. That's how Martinelli plays. And for me, as a fan that would watch him, as if I was an Arsenal, he's frustrating to watch, bro.
It is frustrating at times.
What you saw him 2 years ago, what he could do, taking players on, showing a bit of the Jogo Benito. Yeah. He ain't got that in his game no more. It's gone. Like it's finished. Like I don't know, man. Like
maybe it was the injury. I don't know. But like for me personally, it always annoys me when I know that a player is fast and they don't use their speed. Like it frustrates me to no end because all he has to do is just kick the ball past the defender and say, "Let's race."
You know what it is? I think
that's not enough, man. I've seen Brennan Johnson do it enough times, and as we saw the other day, he gets afraid to attack, man.
I think it needs to be highlighted, right? The difference with Lookman and Martinelli, Lookman actually likes to play in tight spaces and can get shots off in tight spaces. And actually, if you look at Lookman back post settings, it's dangerous. Martinelli, in the season that he done well, was through a season where no one expected Arsenal to be doing that well. And everyone was still attacking Arsenal, thinking they can get goals like before and all that kind of stuff. As soon as teams start respecting Arsenal and sitting back because they know that it's not good anymore, for them to try and do something because their defense is too good, Martinelli got shown up. It's just I think it's as easy as that.
But can we be honest about Lookman though? Like as good as Lookman has looked recently in his last spells in, I think was he at Leipzig before Atlanta, and then he was at a good team before Atlanta, and then he went there. He looked all right. He's had a few spells in the Premier League. He's played at Everton, he's played at Leicester, he's played at Fulham, and in all of them, he was underwhelming. He never showed his ability across the full season. He had a few games and few moments where he looked good, but at times, as we saw, he done that little chip penalty. He got a bit too cocky, a bit too arrogant. He thinks he's a lot better than he is. So I don't know if he can come into this Arsenal team and contribute the way that they need him to at the level that they want him to.
I think he's a player that adapts. I think he's a player that adapts to the surroundings. I think, well, now anyway, at the current age that he's at, I think that if he's at a better team, he's gonna look better. Like I feel like he's not good enough to lead the helms at a club that's like a Fulham or a Palace. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think he has that about him. But if he was to be in a system, a successful, I don't want to say successful, but in a well-oiled system like Arteta's system, he can definitely come in and simply be more effective. Because we talk about players like Saka, who isn't necessarily a maverick, but what he does is you can't stop what he does. It's so consistent. Now, if you look at someone like Lookman, I feel like he can take players on, but at the same time, he can keep possession. And I think he's a bit more smarter than someone like Martinelli. I think Martinelli in transition is probably Arsenal's most dangerous winger, but he's also Arsenal's most brainless winger. So, like, you can't have two extremes. I think Lookman is a bit more of a blend of what they might need to fill in. Like what he said, he wouldn't come in to start, but he'd fill in certain places that I think Arsenal could do with. Does it move the needle? No, but I don't think it's a signing to go. He's not looked too good in this system or that. We've kind of seen that Arsenal system can definitely bring the best out of players.
Yeah, I probably put that perfectly. But you got to think as well, when he was at all these teams, he was at 23, 22, 21. He was a lot younger. I think now he's probably hit that point where he's got a lot more experience in his game in Europe as well, that he probably is ready for that big move, you know? People forget like 26, 27 is not old, you know, and people hit different peaks at different times. What was Trossard's GA last year? I'm gonna check it now.
You don't have to look at Trossard's GA though. I feel like even at Brighton, he showed his ability.
No. I'm not saying Trossard's poor. He got 17 goals
That's
and
a
2
lot.
assists. Now you think of Lookman, it's like, can he replicate that? Because Trossard was a starter last year, more time.
I feel like Trossard's a very smart player. He gets himself into good positions, and that's why he always finds himself getting a lot of goals. Like he doesn't.
But
have
is it just me about Trossard's a good player, but I just don't look at him as a player that is a mad top player like the ratings where we put other wingers. I like him when he's through the middle more time than on the left.
But the thing about him, when he's close enough to go, you don't want him close enough to go with space, bro. You just bang it in and it will go in, bro.
He kind of reminds me of Diogo Jota a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's clean with his strikes, bro. Clean. I remember when we went to the Emirates, to be fair, Petrovic should have done better on that shot, yeah. But bro, the away end of the Emirates is basically like it's on the side. It's hard. It's like it's on the side, isn't it? I mean, at the bottom, yeah. So I could see everything, and I saw Declan Rice just play to him. My man just hit the ball clean, bro. Went past Petrovic, yeah. But yeah, Trossard's got a good strike on him, man. He's still dangerous.
My only issue with Trossard is when he starts, he looks nowhere near as good as when he comes on.
Facts. Does he need to start? The thing is, he's not good enough to start centrally for Arsenal, but I think he's got the technical ability to be more central. Like
he's a super sub, isn't it, man? He's an impact player, bro.
That must be annoying as a footballer to be viewed that way.
Because he is a gunman though. He's got in the box. He's a gunman still.
I feel like he should be annoyed at that. That's how he contributes, and he always gets a goal there playing half hour. Like comes on against tired legs. He looks a lot quicker. He's a lot smarter. Takes advantage of it. He should be proud of that, man. That's his ability. Like, trust me, man. He's 30. Like, come on.
Trossard's 30.
He's 30 now, yeah. He's I'm trying to check when he's 31, but he must be 31. No, he's 29 going on 30.
Okay.
I thought he was dirty 30. Yeah.
Well, sometimes you got to recognize
to the table, bro.
You got to recognize some players are just better in being impact players like Solskjaer than starting.
Nice.
What was this issue you're talking about Spurs before? I heard you say something.
So basically, if you didn't know in it yet, Jack Pitt-Brook, the athletic
Tottenham correspondent,
Spurs and England correspondent, Spurs recent signs Archie Gray and Lucas Bergvall has impressed so much in training and pre-season friendlies that Tottenham no longer consider signing a new all-action midfielder as a priority. And if no one's seen Patrick Tyrant's meltdown of a vlog on Twitter, I suppose you go and view it. How much he hates the club, and it's the same old, same old. So, George, how do you feel?
Let me not lie. I'm not gonna sit here and have a meltdown.
George, by the way, like see your camera. There's like half the space. Yeah. Let's make sure we can see you while you talk.
I'm looking better now. Say no more. Come on.
Mashallah.
No, but do you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and come with excuses and say that it's good enough because it's not, innit? Obviously, Daniel Levy, I do feel like it's an excuse. I do feel like we're just looking at two young players that have impressed. They have looked really good, but you've got to go out there and sign proven quality. I've gone on and on about the, against other teams, how the fact that they haven't really got players who they've signed who have proven quality in the Premier League, because I always believe you need to bring in players of a top level and then have them young players coming through, breeding through, learning from those players to, mature their game and sort of get those sub appearances over the season to build themselves into starting. What we're going to end up having to do is we're going to have injuries, and then we're going to start relying on these young players to bring us big performances. But when they're not turning up week in, week out, who are they going to get mad at? What, they want the fans to go and get mad at young players for not showing up? It's a joke. It is a bit of a joke, to be honest. I need to see better signings. I'm the one that's gone out and said, like, Odegaard, yeah, it's a nice little signing. He looks like a good little player, but that's not the winger that I wanted. I'm not gonna lie. I was jealous when I saw Pedro Neto go to Chelsea. I was fuming. My heart was burning, bro. Because all week, all I'm hearing is Tottenham link Pedro Neto. This is one of our top targets. And then we go out there and sign Burnley's left winger who plays in the Championship, who had a decent season in the Premier League last year. Like, come on, man. There's so many better options out there. So for me, right now, definitely disappointed, but I'm not going to lose my head. We're going to see how the transfer window ends out, innit? Like, I'm hoping that the money is going to get spent elsewhere, because we're not spending it on an 8, we're not spending it on a 6 because they don't see the quality out there. That's cool, but that means it needs to be reinvested somewhere, because we was told we were going to get a top winger. We didn't get that. We was told we are going to get a all-action number 8. We're not getting that. So where's the money being spent? Because right now, all we've got is Dom Solanke, who's a proven player. And apart from that, just a bunch of young players who look very talented, no doubt about that. And I believe that they're going to come through. But whether it's going to be this season or next year, who knows? They need time to breed into the team, breed into the Premier League. It's a men's game. It's a different ball game, and they need time to learn that. And just like us, I've said this about Chelsea time and time again, a lot of their players still need that time to get used to the Premier League and so on. Our players still have that time as well. So it's going to be a problem. If we don't sign anyone else, then getting top 4, I'm not going to be so sure of that. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be looking a bit techie. It's going to be a proper battle because...
And this is what I was saying to Deji.
We're going to be battling out with the likes of United, Chelsea's...
No, we're not.
Right now.
No, we're not. No, we're
Right
not.
now,
I got a question for Monts. You had Tottenham finishing in 4th. After that news, does that make you think, I don't know about that one anymore?
No, I still got them finishing 4th.
I reckon Ange gets sacked or he walks.
Why do you love Spurs so much? Why are you putting them 4th? What makes you put them 4th, bro?
Look,
what makes you not put Arsenal?
No, weirding me
No,
out.
because I will tell you about what happened last season, because it's clearly whooped. It's clearly whooped people's mind like months.
I'm slightly in agreement, like with you there. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
It's clearly whooped people's mind, bro. Spurs last season had the best start that they've had in their history. Yeah, to the point where the media was saying that this is a better start than the Invincibles. Like I said yesterday to Deji, they were waving arms at stadiums after wins. You know what I'm trying to say? Doing all of that. Right? Go check their form in 2024.
Do you know what, Don? I guarantee you when you wait. I'm gonna let you finish. I guarantee you when you win your first home game of the season, your fans are gonna be doing your players are gonna be doing the same thing. It's a new manager.
No. My players ain't doing that. My players ain't doing that. I don't see that. I don't see that shit at the bridge, bro.
Obviously, you already lost your first home game of the season, so it's a bit dark.
Yeah, but bro, I've seen my club win multiple first games. We don't do the lifting of arms and that. But anyway, as I was saying once, if you go check their form in the second half of the season, it is a complete difference in comparison to the first half of the season, bro. Let me remind you that once. They conceded over 60 goals, just like the same club that you like to rub out, Chelsea. They lost more games than us. And you like to rub us out. We beat them twice, right? The first time Acton Jackson scored a hat-trick. The second time, hold on. The second time we beat them, we had 14 injuries. At one point, Spurs were 14 points ahead.
Wait. Did we not see? Wait, Don.
Yeah, he's on a roll.
No. George, let him go, because this was my point.
They're trying to take me off. No. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Because you're lying. You got at least say.
I'm not lying, bro. It's a lie because he don't have 60 goals.
Because you're going on about 40 injuries. Like Tottenham didn't have the most injuries last season.
No, we did. You didn't know, did you?
Tottenham had the most injuries last season.
You didn't know.
At the start of the season, people were trying to say, "Oh, are Spurs in the title race?" And I said, for me, they're not, because their squad, I don't believe, is good enough to maintain.
Did I say they was?
And that's what happened when you had injuries. Your form dropped off. Am I lying?
Oh, wait, Don. Did I say that they was in a title race? Did you ever hear that?
I didn't say you said that. I'm saying what the general view was.
But that wasn't the general consensus. No one thought that Tom was going to be. No.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Then come in. Let me finish what I'm saying. Then you can come in. I'm not referring to what you're saying, Jules. I'm referring to Monts, because Monts has put you lot in the top 4, and I explained to him why they've warped his mind. Right? I'm trying to help him here. Okay. With Spurs, they lost more games than us. They lost more games than us, Monts, and you love to cook us, right? They were 14 points ahead of me. 14 points, and they only finished 3 points ahead of me. I beat them at the bridge with 14 injuries, And you already know Ange, he's doing the whole thing where he's all, you know what I'm saying, looking down, he's stressed already, And he's high line central, High line, you know what I'm saying? High line central, there's no plan B, And you already know last season they were a bit of a wild card, because no one really knew what to expect from Ange. Now people know what to expect from Ange. So many teams are going to batter Spurs this season, bro. Many teams are going to batter Spurs this season,
talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Can I come back?
I don't see it, bro. Because like Deji was saying yesterday, yeah. Oh, BJ, Brennan Johnson, shit. I don't want this guy to start. Give the minutes to Odegaard. But Odegaard, as much as I like him, I already told you, Jules, I like him, but his end product ain't the greatest. He still needs to improve, and he's young. He's not a player to be looking at.
He's a bit like Madueke, ain't he?
Of course, you can say that. Cool, that's fine. But end of the day, we have guys like Neto right now who are more refined. You know what I'm gonna say? We have guys like
you know what's funny, mate? Do you know what's funny? Do you know I like Neto? I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
On top of that, you lot are not trying to defend. Hold on, dude. You lot are not trying to defend. You lot are not trying to. Now, Jules, let me finish my cooking, and then you can come in. Let me finish my cooking, and you can come in now. Let me finish my cooking, and you can come in now. You've got midfielders that are doing balloons at the back of buses, yeah, and these are the guys that are supposed to save you. You know what I'm trying to say? All my man knows is fat chains and go to see Travis Scott. How about you fucking do something on the pitch? How about that? Yeah. And now you want to fucking depend on some Swedish fish? How about this? Well, let me just tell you something. You lot are gonna wake up and realize what you are again, because Levy is taking you for another joke again. You should be looking at wingers like Ademola Lookman. He's a Spurs type of winger because he's not the top of the top, but he will do a look of something. That's what Spurs like to do. Do a look of something. Yeah. You should have been going for someone like that. But at the moment, you've got guys like Timo Werner. You know what I'm saying? You've got guys like Richarlison to depend on off the bench. You know what I'm trying to say? Archie Gray now, he might have to go right back because Pedro Porro got injured. You are in for a surprise of a season this season, bro. I'm telling you. I'm not putting Spurs top 4 this season. No way. No way am I putting these man top 4. No way.
I don't know. I don't know what else you want me. I don't know what else you want me to say. Like, I'll be honest with you, innit? Like, Chelsea, if you lot have fallen the way you think you've fallen, or you don't want to believe you've fallen, then you'd stop comparing yourselves to the likes of Spurs, because that kind of tells you where everything is in terms of where Chelsea's quality is at the moment. And Spurs fans don't sit here telling me that they got the best squad or they got the third best squad in the league. I don't really hear that from Spurs fans. So when I hear it from Chelsea fans and all you guys do is absolutely nothing with a new manager, with absolutely no guarantees and no experience of doing anything at the highest level, then I'm going to call it out. I don't get that from Spurs, so I'll keep it as that.
Yeah, but the thing is...
Wait, no, don't. Let me... Wait.
Evidence. The thing with you, because you're not familiar with Maresca. That's what it is. You're familiar with Ange, so you're betting on Ange more than you are betting on Maresca because you're familiar with Ange. That's the difference here. But this season, like I've told you,
I've already said that. I think you do have a better squad than Spurs. You have a better squad than Spurs, and I understand that. But at the end of the day, I don't really know what I'm gonna see from your manager at this moment in time. It's very much unknown. At least from Ange, there's a style of play, and I feel like that's gonna carry them better than what I'll see from Chelsea. Chelsea, I've seen nothing. I've seen nothing to convince me from Chelsea. Until I see it, I'm not gonna like. You don't listen, man. Them don't need my validation. I think your squad is medium.
I don't need your. No, that's what I'm saying. I don't need you to put us there instead of Spurs. That's not my point. I'm talking about you putting Spurs in the top 4. I thought you'd have put like a Villa in there, maybe even a United in there, for example. But fucking Tottenham, fucking Spurs.
I don't know why you speak like Don speaking like he's above us or he's in a different conversation. Like, your team has so many variables going into the season, so many things that you don't even know that's gonna happen, because you've got all these players that none of them have played in the Premier League. Half of them haven't. None of them are proven at the top level. You got players like Pedro Neto, who you've signed 50 million. Good player. Good player, but he only scores about 4 or 5 goals a season. He's not someone that's available all the time. No one wanted to sign him because his availability is rubbish. He plays.
No club wanted to sign him, bro.
But no one else wanted to sign him because he plays about 40 games in 2-3 seasons. He's not someone that's available all the time. Chelsea already have that problem with their medical team and their medical staff over the however many years. All your players are out for so long. So you bring another player into that equation. You might have a better squad than us because you've signed about 20 players, bro. Like, you've signed all these talented players, again, that no one knows if they're going to turn up in the Premier League yet. And Nkunku looks good, but I haven't seen him have one top standout game in the Premier League as of yet. He's scored a few goals here and there, but still hasn't made his name yet. João Felix. I didn't really like what I saw from João Felix last season, but let's see how he adds into this team this season with a different manager, different system. And then your back line is very shaky, bro. Your back line is shaky. You're coming in to talk about my high line, but my players at the back, when we put Archie Gray at right back, Archie Gray's proven at right back. He's already shown what he can do. You talk about what Maresca done in the Championship. So clearly you watch Championship football and you know that this guy can play right back. That's fine. You can slot him in there. And if he does, and if he does go right back, Tottenham will be more assured at the back. We'll be better at the back because Pedro Porro is a mess at right back sometimes. He's uncontrollable his position and he's all over the place at times. So let's not go into the conversation of when players get injured, when these players are out, because Tottenham have more proven players than your team. We have Van de Ven, we have Romero, we have Maddison, we have humans. And when we talk about Maddison, you talk about Maddison. Maddison showed the other day what he can do. He's an orchestrator of the midfield. He's a magician when he can be.
45 minutes.
He was blowing after like 50 minutes, bro. He needed some
He come off because he come off because like you said, Don, just a few weeks ago, and like I said, Bergvall's too good to leave on the bench. We know what this guy can bring on when he comes onto the pitch and how creative he can be, as well as Kulusevski. So if we got two players that play in that position, Maddison's going to come off. We need to change up the legs and just change up the attack. That's what Tottenham's going to do. So he's always going to play around 75 minutes. That's just going to happen under Ange.
Your talisman, 60 minutes. I don't know about that one, bro. I think he came off because his engine was done out, man. He was looking tired, man. Second half, he was finished, man. And I don't know if I agree with the having more proven players in your squad than Chelsea. I don't know if I agree with that one personally. Like for me, for you to be proven, like
I feel bad. So we have Vicario. We have a better goalkeeper, Vicario, who's a proven goalkeeper. I really showed last season that he can perform. That he was one of the best goalkeepers.
He did better goals though.
You have a Dogi at left back, who for me is probably the best left back in the league. I don't think that's even questionable. Like when he plays at top level, it's not a question.
I don't think he's better than Guardiola at left back, but we can move.
Anyways,
Guardiola, that could be a question, but other players, again, we don't need to go in the conversation. But I know that we're better than Chelsea.
And just to go back a little bit of what you were saying, because this wasn't even a Chelsea thing, because I've already put us in the top four. I was more speaking about Spurs as an individual club and why I can't put them in the top four right now. Yeah, between now and the end of the window, if you lot go and bring some signings I like, I might change my take. But for now, bro, when you're talking about Pedro Neto, I agree with it, because he was not one of the wingers that I was looking at to go sign, Jules. Because like you're saying, man's seen injuries for 3 years, bro. I've got PTSD. I'd rather stay away from them sort of players, right? But at the same time, I said in pre-season and when we signed Maresca, last season he managed to keep the likes of James Justin, who just came out from a big injury, and Ricardo Pereira as well. He managed to keep these guys fit, not one injury between them. And I spoke about the style of play, and I said I believe that will help our team stay fitter, because Poch is all about rock and roll and all this intense training, right? Last season, before we started the season, bro, we had 6 injuries already. This time round, we only had Reece James, who's always injured anyway. Everyone else is fit right now to be playing. So clearly, I can see that he's already been able to maintain fitness with how he's playing. And at the same time, we've brought in a new medical team. Time will tell if the medical team are good, because like Man United, they've got a medical team as well. I'm not a doctor, bro. I don't know what these guys do. But within a year or two, we'll be able to say, okay, cool. We've only had 3 injuries in the past year. Clearly, there's been a massive improvement. There's that. And at the same time, we have a big squad. I keep telling people, our team is like a wardrobe, bruv. If you want to wear a jacket today, you can wear a jacket today.
Didn't Maresca come out and say that your squad's only 23 players, though?
Yellow jacket.
Wait. Maresca just came out.
Hold on, Jude. So Neto, there's certain games you might not even see him start, bro. He might come off the bench. There's certain games you might see we've wrapped up the game by halftime. He comes off. There's certain games where he might only play 60 minutes. He comes off because we've got a very big squad. That's why we brought in the likes of Felix.
But you don't.
Maresca said you have 20. You have. Hold on, George. He said I even quote him. I have 22 players. I don't see the other 20.
But I'm not saying there's going to be 40 man on the bench. There's still going to be 5 subs he can make. And a lot of our players,
so you have 20 players though. The rest of them aren't a part of your squad. Is the point though? So you don't have a large squad.
Our bench is going to be stacked.
Half of those 20 players, about 10 of them have never played Premier League football.
The thing about our bench, wait, Mudrik's never played Premier League football.
I said about 10 of them. I didn't
Felix never played Premier League football.
Keep naming them.
He's never played Premier League football.
Keep naming them. There's plenty.
Anyways,
look, our guys have now played Premier League football. So my point is. We are in a perfect situation to manage Neto, bro. Yeah, to manage this guy properly, right? They saw how many injuries we've had, and we've invested a lot of money in this guy. They're gonna want to make sure that he doesn't get injured every 2 seconds, bro, because he's gonna be a key player for us. So, bro, we'll see in it. We'll see what happens. I get what you're saying, but there's ways around helping Neto, innit? That's my point.
Big up Ems. He says, big up Cass in the panel. Smash the likes up. You think United can catch Arsenal if Arsenal don't make any more signings? No. There's no evidence on that part. Not yet. Matt says they compared Maddison to Erdegaard. Crazy.
Arsenal fans compared Maddison to Odegaard before he was playing at Tottenham, so.
And then V says, or V33, Dom calling others a joke off last season. Really? You joke, man? And your club are both bums. You were arrogant last season as well. Be humble, man. Oh, there you go. Quick one. If you ain't done so yet, again, follow up on playback. You're gonna find me and Monts on there and Daps doing other stuff. So you ain't done so yet. Follow up. There's what 1,150 people in here, and I know at least 100 of you have got playback or 200 minimum. Everyone's got playback these days. You know, it's a good app as well. So if you ain't got the app, you can find us there. But there's gonna be some shameless stuff on there and other little bits. I like ones. So where?
Indeed.
And you know what? The worst thing is as well, on top of people not following, is the likes. We're on 333 likes. And there's 1,150 people in here. Shameless. You're even more shameless than George. There you go. More shameless than Mons putting Tottenham in fourth.
I think you're the most shameless person here, Cass.
I don't know about that one.
Did you not have Man United in third or fourth?
100%.
Well then, so what are you doing here? Or like you're completely overestimating your team and where they can finish based on what?
Is that not what the whole point of prediction?
But based on what you would just
I believe in my I believe in my signings a lot more than others, to be fair. I think they're good additions. And second of all, my manager's done it before. I'm sure he can do it again. No?
I don't believe in Ten Hag.
He's done it. Hear me out again. Let me say this again.
You were screaming get Ten Hag out 6 months ago. So
I know, but I changed. But I said
I don't think you really do believe in that. I think you're just sort of, it's copium. It's how you.
Well, when my club is going for man like Ederson on top of UGARTE as well, yeah, on top, yeah, and yeah, we got a rejection.
Let's see if it happens. Let's see if.
Well, yeah, let's see if it happens. Even if he just
there is only like 8 or 9 days left of the window, and we all know
I've got better DMs than you, so I would hush if anything. Yeah, regardless.
Until the inks on the paper stop talking about players that you're going to be getting.
Well, you talk about that,
but as we saw with this man above me, Zubi, he was making songs and that for players that would never even had a Liverpool shirt up. Don't start doing the same thing and embarrass yourself. Yeah,
I haven't.
Even these Arsenal fans have been twerking for that Marino youth for about 3 weeks, and it's still not done.
Well, we talk.
Nobody's we got a big number on Felix last week, and we got that.
He talks about.
He can't even get a little. He ain't even 40 M's, bro. How come you can't get it over the line, man?
He talks about
guys telling me that Edu's doing some Brazilian chefing, some Brazilian barbecuing in Brazil and whatnot, and he can't get things wrapped up. I'm seeing you lot getting 1 million for Charlie Patino, bro. What is meant to be the next Iniesta?
Boy,
this that is coming. That wasn't take over from Odegaard. 1 million, and we're getting 12 million for guys like Bashir Humphries, bro.
If you want to go chat to Twitter, man.
If you don't want some seminars, if you want seminars on how to sell your players, and you as well, Cass, because you lot moved on Kamwala for about 10 million euros, by the way, and he's got Premier League experience, yeah.
What, 2 games?
M's. Zidane Iqbal, another one. 1 million you got for this guy.
Old regime.
You know what I'm saying? Old regime. I'm still seeing you lot dashing players for nothing, bro.
Do you know what? You want
to learn how to generate income? Come over. I'll give you seminars.
You know what? No, let me speak on this. The thing is, yeah, we don't need sugar daddies to generate our income. That's the difference. We're actually doing it the right way. We don't need to owe the owners mad amounts of money because you can't generate because you got a dusty little stadium and you only had undersoil heating for the last 10 years since Fernando Torres decided against West Ham when he tried to shoot, it was underwater blood. So on that notice, hold that respectfully, and you can't even get a new stadium because you got nowhere to go in London. Hold that one respectfully because next time you get a stadium, it won't even be in Chelsea. So you're going to have to rename your club. And on top of that, yeah, what I'm trying to say with my club, George, you talk about ink, right? But the ink you need to put pen to paper, you're not even doing that no more because you don't want no all-action midfielders. So I would hush the gums on that part. My DMs are better than yours. On top of that, when I put my face out for the DMs, and Mazraoui, when they didn't get done, Bro, you've got
Who have you got?
Basuma, a dusty man who's doing balloons at the back of a bus, like Don
But
said, and you've got a guy
Who
who's
have
come
you
from
got?
Leeds
You
who's
got
unproven.
Casemiro. You got the man that
And
visits the kebab shop for
I'm telling you now, yeah.
No, let's have it right. No, let's have it right. Let's have it right. You're talking about your DMs when you've got a dusted where you've got one guy who's got half a heart.
Hold on.
You got one guy with half of a heart, and you got one guy that goes to the
he's not even
shop
bro. He's not even.
And then you talk about relying on young players. You're relying on Kobe Mainu, who's very talented.
I do. What do you think Casemiro's order is?
Last time I checked,
he gets a mixed on 100%.
Last time I checked, yeah.
And you know what? He's one of them guys that load it up with chili sauce. I know it. He's one of them.
Anyways,
a chili sauce on.
Last time I checked, yeah, Casemiro looks more fit than all your midfielders because your midfielders can't even last 90 minutes, yeah. On that notice, Lavia is too busy blowing out of his arsehole because they realize he can't also play 90 minutes in a game. Second of all, yeah, if anyone see pictures of my man, it don't matter. I know we're getting UGARTE because
you talk about my midfielders are too busy going to my midfielders are too busy doing balloons and so on. Your strikers in Rashford are too busy going DBE concerts, probably bunning it up. Like let's have it right.
You know what? This is
even performing. You haven't even got no forward players.
You know what the funny part is here? The most funny, the funniest part of this all year is when Mont said it's all fun and games till a ball's been kicked. And last time I checked on basis, you drew to Leicester City 1-1, and second half they were all over you in chances. So you struggled against a newly promoted side. Yep. I got told that Iwobinho and all these man, Emil Smith Rowe Dagger, we dealt with them actually quite comfortably as well on that notice. So we'll see on that. We'll see.
Wait, you was comfortable against Fulham.
What did they do?
These
no. Honestly, what did they do? No, what did they do?
You created your chances, but you were not comfortable. You were not comfortable.
We were comfortable, man. How can you tell me as a Man United fan? How can you tell me as a Man United fan? How are you telling me as a Man United fan?
I watched 90 minutes. I watched the whole game. What do you mean comfortable?
We weren't struggling. How about this? Yeah, their only good chance.
I didn't say you were struggling, but you weren't comfortable.
Yeah, bro, I'm not joking. I believed in my defense that much. I didn't care. How about this? I'll give you a stat. Let me know which team in the weekend won the ball higher up in their pitch numerous times more than anybody else. Let me know. We was always in their half.
We
were always in their half.
Yes, we were. That's the stat. Another United fan told me this stat as well. That's the stat they're gonna die on.
Hey, I understand that you know, right?
No, because you don't like the food. No, because you don't like stats.
I watched the game, and in the second half, he was crap, bro.
Please stop talking about like your team don't play long ball now.
Wait,
stop it.
Be honest.
I'm not talking about Liverpool. I'm talking about United. You sat there. Hold on.
No. Hold on. They tried to make it about Chelsea. What do you mean? He just tried to make it about
Arsenal. That's a lie. Everyone knows that's a lie.
You know what it is, yeah? When it comes to Man United, you lot love to spin any narrative you can. I can take it from once personally, pause, because he's a Liverpool fan. I understand it. Bond just tried to make it about one sec. When I just spoke about United, you said, we're talking about United. He just tried to make it about Arsenal. Then George tried to make it about Tottenham. So what one do you want? Can I talk about Man United and talking about me going to get another DM and potentially somebody else on top of that? Or do you just want to make it all fun and games? No, because you try to spin it on different ways. Which way do you want
about United? I'm talking about
exactly.
United.
So as soon as I tried to talk about Ederson and all this kind of stuff, somehow it went to being about my team and not even about the actual signing itself. What?
You ain't getting Ederson anyway.
How do you know that? Because you tried to, and he didn't go to you, did it? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, just saying it. Can't do context in the rivals lounge. Clearly, man. Not when it comes to Man United. No, you know what the funny thing? I just clocked. No one just wants to see us eating again. It's calm though. I don't mind it. No, you don't. I don't want you to.
87th winner against Fulham, and that's how man. This is how man are acting. Are you,
bro? You know what? That's funny. You know,
actually, Amex 12:30. Be there.
Actually, you know what? I love that much because last year,
everyone.
By the way, yeah. On the clock, yeah, go. Let me know how many last-minute winners you were getting against Fulham and all this kind of other teams. But yet you got chest. When you were scraping the barrel. No, when you were scraping the barrel.
I wasn't saying it was comfortable, was I? That's the difference. I wasn't saying it was comfortable.
But it was comfortable.
They even got a last minute last season. Bruno, bro, at Craven Cottage.
No, they would have said that was comfortable as well, right? That was comfortable.
It was Garnacho. No, Bruno. Yeah, it was Bruno. No, it was. I remember. No, I remember. Yeah. But that's last year. This is this year.
Before I go, after that performance the other day, did you walk away with confidence?
I did. I like the performance. We won the ball in the area. We made them pin them back, and we got told Emil Smith Rowe is gonna move to us, and there won't be. We got told all of that.
Who told you Iwobi?
What do you mean?
That was me. So I said it won't be.
This is what you don't get. When you keep saying we got told, yes, people might have gaslighted you to think
actually a
that
couple,
Fulham were
man.
gonna
To be
beat
fair,
Fulham.
you know, Emil Smith Rowe is going to do us in.
Always expected to
Put
beat
Man
Fulham.
City, put
I'm gonna
Savio,
throw
and
this one
put
in it.
Doku,
Go on.
put Savio and put Doku, yeah, in the positions that Smith Rowe, it's not Smith Rowe, Iwobi and my man Traore were getting themselves in. It is a headache for you, bro. Yeah, these man on the transition where they were so bad. It was honestly like there was just no connection between the midfield and the attack, bro. Yeah, every time the midfield give them the ball, they're just losing it. It won't be just running into blind baddies, even worse than Martinelli.
Yeah, but that's not down to that though.
Again,
but if you say that one sec,
was actually decent.
yeah, but when you say that, yeah, they were good for like what 10, 12 minutes of the first half. And then after that, it's like you say, yeah, they were bad at disconnection, but we made it like that. Wait, hold on. We made it like that for them. Mazraoui just had man in pocket, so did the low. You know what? After Traore burnt Lisandro, didn't do nothing after that.
I burnt him though.
Yeah, he burnt him, but he learned from it. But he learned from it straight away.
Iwobi is one of the easiest guys to dispossess.
Yeah, but he last Old Trafford. Last year at Old Trafford, last season, shall I say, he killed us. So people thought it was going to be the same case. We got told Marco Silva hasn't lost a game in opening day in 9 years. How about now?
I'll say this from now. I think man are watching different games. The bottom line is Manchester United were the better team in terms of chances created, but in terms of comfortability and control of the game, apart from the second half of that first half, Man United didn't control that game. Nope. In the second half was Fulham's, and man will sit there and say that was not the case.
By the way,
it baffles me. You were never comfortable in that second half.
We were
at all,
and you know
they
what?
were just bad in the final third. Their decision making was very bad in the final third. You guys were more slick and more.
You know what the maddest thing about control, yeah.
Performance in comparison to yours. How about that?
Huh?
And we lost. I was more impressed with my
performance. It goes to show, yeah, there's different ways of control. Possession don't always mean control. Sometimes you can just control from just dishing up your food at the back and keep it moving and keeping it going forward. It doesn't always mean possession. 65% possession don't mean nothing.
Cost Oli for that.
But that's not control. That's not control. That's transition.
Yeah, Cass, the overarching point for me is that you're still looking vulnerable at the back. And against
did look vulnerable at the back though.
Against better quality, bro. Fulham will get themselves. Fulham were getting themselves. Bro, Fulham were playing like Burnley last season, bro.
It's the first game of the season. They had 2 shots on target.
They were getting themselves in good areas, and they were freezing every time they got there, bro.
We intercepted most of anything they tried to do. We intercepted a lot, if not tackled them off the ball. They weren't doing nothing
because they didn't have the quality, bro. It wasn't good enough to go past that.
How is that my problem? So we
never said it was your problem. I'm saying they were still getting themselves in dangerous positions where I don't remember. Where I believe a player like Saka, for example, will take the opportunity on the right-hand side.
Yeah, but different games are different approach.
A player like Salah will absolutely demolish you on that side.
See, this is where sometimes, yeah, when I talk football, sometimes I believe people don't actually think about shit any differently, yeah. Because against someone like Arsenal would be way more open because they're playing further forward up the pitch compared to Fulham, who are playing 10 men behind the ball. So on that note, it's a whole different match. Go watch the game back. Go watch the game back.
I don't know what you're watching.
Watch the game back.
Bro, I remember Muniz behind the halfway line. Halfway line.
How are they getting themselves?
Bro, because they kept trying to break. All right, they kept trying to break on us. All right, let's go off the corner. How did they get that?
Don, he's watching a different game to us. I promise you.
Let me know.
In the group chat,
they sat back. Bro, they sat back. They were trying to break on us. That's all they had.
Fulham never sit back, so this is.
They did though. 4-4-2 compact is how they play. So let me know when you go watch it again. Let me know. Go watch it. Don't do extended highlights. Watch the game.
Bro, we watched the game.
I don't believe you do.
Off the ball, they're defending. It wasn't a mad low block.
When I tell you that Liverpool FC now, no one wants to hear it, even pre-season.
If it was a mad low block, surely you lot would have been pamming them, though. Surely.
No, but we were though. The thing is, we have crosses. There were crosses.
You created 2 big chances in the first half. You created 2 big chances in the first half.
Bruno should have buried both of them. Credit one of them was their own mistake, but we forced them into a mistake. No one wants to credit that. Mason Mount should have just buried it in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Didn't do that. Casemiro free header didn't connect with it well. Should have been done. How about edge of the box, Casemiro? Usually, most players now professional football should have wrapped it around.
We're talking about set pieces are part of the game.
These are lots of chances.
Set pieces are part of the game.
How about this? Garnacho at the end of the game.
Hold on, Cass. We know Casemiro, is dangerous on set pieces because I remember at the fucking bridge last minute, my man just scooped it over Kepa, that bum. Yeah, he's good in the air. But bro, we're talking about in open play. You said they sat back. They did not sit back the way you're trying to make it out, bro. They were
did sit back.
defending. They were defending, yes, off the ball. They were trying to keep a
I
good
love
shape.
this.
But bro, apart from the big chances that you lot created, yeah, I didn't walk away from that game thinking, oh my god, United played really well today. Like Liverpool's second half, I was impressed. I was impressed with Liverpool's second half. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, with us, I can't lie. I didn't expect that sort of performance against Man City, bro. I walked away from that game. Even though I lost, I was more impressed with my team. And when I spoke to Rance, he said the same thing as well, bro. Do you get it? All
I
I'm
don't care
saying
what
is, yeah,
I'm personally. I don't really care what my man has to say to compare to me. Yeah, but
everyone's opinion is different. I'm just saying, don't make it out as if it's a wild take. That's all I'm saying. Don't make it out.
I'm just gonna say this, yeah. Like you can go look at it, yeah, where most of the percentage of the ball was being played compared to Fulham. 33% was in their half, was in their own own opposition. So let me, and then 44, and then 41. Wait, I'm looking at it right now because I like this. This is where stats get relevant, yeah, where the ball is mostly played. Other than the middle of the park. Other than the middle of the park, yeah, percentages are always fine lines, yeah, when it comes to these heat maps. Because I remember actually during the game, yeah, that they put it up, Sky Sports during the game. So when people try to tell me where Fulham are, where the ball is mostly is where you can tell where they kind of set up. 41% in the middle of the park, 33% in their own opposition of their park. So which one are you trying to tell me that we weren't in their bit?
There was even a period. There was even a point. There was even a point when it was 0-0, yeah. Pereira gets the ball in the middle of the pitch. It's 2v1. You had Maguire there, who's fucking slow.
And wait, where did that come from? Wait, where did that come from? Wait, hold on. Where did that come from? Let me know.
Bro,
because I'll tell you right now.
All he had to do was slip it through to fucking Iwobi, one of the most basic passes.
Okay, but yeah, but
and
that's
my man gave it straight to Maguire.
Right, cool.
My point is, against better quality, you would have lost that game, bro.
Oh my god, bro! Hear me out. That's different games, different situations, yeah, different setups. That's what you're not gathering. You think would have let that man, one person, whoever was at the back, Maguire, who gave away the ball? It was from a corner. Let me know who was running back.
Yeah.
Quick one. Garnacho gave away the ball. Garnacho just gave away the ball and they hit us on the break and they fucked up. They fucked up differently, yeah. Sorry, I'm swearing. There's kids over here. They messed up, yeah. That was it. We gave them that chance the same way. If you say that, all Bruno had to do was slot in the back of the net. All Mason Mount had to do was roof in the back of the net. But that's what we do.
You're saying you gave them that chance.
Wait. All Rashford had to do was curl it into the back of the net.
If you, where are these 65% this possession thing coming from? You had 56% possession.
I never said. I'm talking about heat maps.
No. So how were they sitting back? How were they sitting back if they had 44% possession and you had 56?
Because I said, by the way, when you look at stuff, domination doesn't always come through possession, because you can have possession anywhere on the pitch, but doesn't mean you create any chances. I was talking about heat maps.
I go call Tony Pulis. That's what Tony Pulis will fucking say.
No.
That's what Big Sam will say to me, bro. That's what them man will tell me. Them man with Big Sam, Tony Pulis.
I was talking heat maps.
Sean Dyche.
I was talking heat maps. I was talking heat maps, Mons. Are you going to listen, or are you just not going to listen? Because I'll keep repeating myself.
All right, go on. You talk then, because I know Tony Pulis will say what. Go on.
Anyways, I was talking heat maps, bro, and you can take percentages. Like I said, you go on SofaScore wherever you want. You can go view it yourself. It's free.
Like,
anyways,
I watched what I watched, and that game was not comfortable. And there are United fans that will simply say
most Man United man that I spoke to said I didn't feel threatened. Other than one iffy moment, I didn't feel threatened.
Shit. That's why Fulham are so shit in the final third, bro.
Yeah, but we got told different before we kicked the ball.
The midfield battle.
You didn't hear it from me. You didn't hear it from me.
That midfield. How about it's that second half? The midfield. Fulham. That was Fulham's second half. Now I'm not saying Fulham are better than United, and I'm not saying United didn't deserve
fuck all.
But bro, like what? All right, cool. I'm gonna use your logic in terms of chance creation. Yes, when it came to the final third, they made the wrong decisions. But the midfield battle was very much 50-50.
No, it wasn't.
Very much 50-50. Possession-wise, the game was close to 50-50.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
No, it wasn't. Casemiro. Again, I'd love to say this. Casemiro just dealt with what he needed to deal with. Hobby dealt with what he needed to deal with, and I was not threatened. As a man, again, before I wrap this up, yeah, as I said again, at the back with my defenders, whatever Fulham did, I really was at the point where it says I don't feel threatened. That is it. It's as simple as that. It got cleaned up. Maguire done well. The Lick done well when he came on. Masraoui was chefing up, man. The Low was doing good against Traore in the end. I didn't really care. Muniz didn't have a good game. Lissandro was comfortable on the ball. So as you can tell me how I felt, it's like the first season. I don't care if they had a couple runs at us. I felt cool. I was like, they ain't scoring. We're done with this game. We're going to score at some point. There you go. So if you want to go do stats and individual stats, go look at Casemiro's performance then.
So Cass,
Go look at Kobe's then.
So Cass, boy to boy, you know when Ipswich were running at my defenders and it was dealt with by certain defenders. So the first defender was beaten, and then when it got to the box, things like shots were blocked and things were dealt with. Am I sitting here saying I never felt threatened? No, the problem lied before that. The fact that it got to that point to begin with. And I am cussed because of that. Because how did you let it get to that? They were badding you up. And yes,
Ipswich.
But the difference is, I will sit there and say, yes, Ipswich got the better of us in big parts of that second half. Yes, the game was scrappy for large parts, but in terms of the way they were to get into our box, I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that they were able to do that. Fulham was still able to do that to United. They were still able to go through your midfield, but they were still able to get to the edge of your box and in your box. Yes, the finishing was poor. Yes, the final decision-making was poor. But the way they were able to cut through you and make that midfield battle, if you took away the badges, I would have thought one team's got better triangles, the other one is more of a 50-50 game. Genuinely, especially in the second half. And I'm not saying you weren't better with your triangles. You were creating little patterns of play for me that I haven't seen in a long time from United, and I complimented that. But you lot are like, the fact that you can sit there and say you never felt threatened is insane.
I didn't.
The thing is, you're not listening to what I'm saying. You were the better team. You were the better team.
I know you were.
My point is, Fulham, especially in the final third, are shit. They're shit.
No, but that's not what we got told. That's what I got told when I said we'll probably win. I got actually, you know what, George? You remember your prediction for that?
Fulham at home, bro.
What did I predict?
No.
What did I predict for that game?
I think you said draw.
I said 1-1. I think
you said draw. Yeah, you said a draw.
Yes,
but I'm just saying. But when I was getting the thing is, Monts loves doing this shit where he loves the flip switch. I was getting cussed Friday under the lights, 8 p.m. Last time Fulham was gonna dick you down like last time. All of this, but when I want to hit him with certain things,
the man was saying that in tongue in cheek, though. The man was just doing that in tongue in cheek.
I'm not about to hit. Yeah, I'm not about to hit. I'm not about to hear it about Ipswich, bro. Don't ever, if you felt comfortable, even if they got comfortable.
Why are you deflecting? We're not
because Matt Brown, we didn't really get beat, and also Traore beat my man once. That's why I said they didn't really get down our flank. So I don't actually care.
No, but Cass, you know when I say like how I say Amex 12:30, everyone come, we're gonna be there. I'm gonna say that about the next game and the next game. And I'm gonna say about every game. You know what I'm saying? What did I say to Arsenal? Villa Park. Be there. I said it to you, Spurs, Leicester.
Well, I mean, Villa Park, we're definitely going to be there.
At the same time,
no one is better than you.
I just remember, the reaction to it, man, we're not even trying to credit man's team and try to give backhanded compliments or nothing. Yeah, and you know what? That's fair enough. I expect it from Liverpool fans.
Why are you seeking credibility?
No, because you know what?
Like, why am I United fans always
52% possession in the second half?
No, because when it comes down to it, everyone likes to be they always want to hear objectivity, proper, like an actual decent analysis. The same people who trying to copy content about praising fucking teams that have beaten another team that I was doing. But no one's talking about that. But they don't want to do it online. They want to do it in videos. Come on, man. It's just dumb. Anyways, LJ says, Don said about Chelsea changing jackets. But some of those jackets have patches, tears, don't fit. But I got you finishing fourth above Douglas Luiz, George. I don't get it.
They think they're finishing above. But to me,
Fulham were playing counter-attack. Facts. Chelsea fan saying that, and it says when Don speaks, I fear for my mental well-being. I don't know, man. But yeah, man, what's this Romano tweet? If it's something dusty, please.
UGARTE is now close to getting deal done.
Oh, nice.
Cool. All right, George. that ink. You know what I'm saying? That ink, George. Just saying it.
When I was talking about the ink, we were talking about Ederson, was we not?
No, we did get talk about nothing because apparently he became about Man United.
He said no bids for Ederson. Man United.
Yeah.
Because Ederson's a baller. UGARTE is a decent player. But
UGARTE is just good. If UGARTE went Atalanta, he would kill it.
Well, Ederson's a real baller, though. I think it's just
no. Ederson's a real cold player still. But let's not act like UGARTE wasn't running rings around Arsenal.
He's good.
But yeah, why Arsenal, man? I said no.
Because it's like I'm trying to think of Sporting 3-4-3, Ederson 3-4-3. It's kind of similar, isn't it? But is there anyone else that's live right now?
Rant's going live in 15 minutes.
Let me see if I can find that. How do you do it again? This is jarring. There it is. All right, Rants is going live in 15 minutes. Have you got the link for me? Someone post the link because I can't see it. Are you sure?
Yeah. Might have to refresh it though. I don't know.
I think so. Trying to find it now. No, it's not popping up. Oh, there it is. Nice. Oh, you're going to be on with him, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, nice. Big up for all the super chatters and big up everyone that's liked the video. We're on 407 likes. Obviously, that just went left. Big up Emmanuel for the super sticker right there as well. You can also go check out Halftime Hooks. Get Hooks to 1,000. Come on, people, man. Big up for the 25k here, but Hooks, get him to 1,000. You know what I mean? Just made his channel, so please go and do that. Also, as been said, there's loads of you in here. If you haven't done so yet, look, we're going to be doing more content on another platform. You already know where it is, Playback. I'm going to be doing a Man United Brighton instant reaction there with other Man United fans and so forth. And then we're going to be doing more than just that as well. So yeah, man. Red Vision, Bun Hooks, man's a waste, man. Oh,
did Don say whether he's getting a win tonight? It's getting a bit techie out there. I'm just saying.
It's at the bridge. But
yeah,
is Porro injured?
I don't know. I can't even like. Let's talk about Porro's injury. I haven't seen anything concrete saying that he's out like for this.
Just let me know in it. I need to know what I'm doing with the FPL in it.
Yeah. But I haven't seen anything concrete. Benzico, I think he'll sit out because he was knocked out last game, so I think he'll just need like a week or two to sort of
shock.
Yeah.
In a bit.